Bye-byes.
And that's their opening line. Hello, Kicking YouTube. Welcome to episode 94, where we are in the middle of a potential. Oh crap! What do you guys remember from last time?
Everything's fine.
Everything's fine. Nothing's burning down. We're just in a don't be suspicious moment.
There was some scouting that happened, and then going off of what we learned in the scouting, well, we can't just sit here and do nothing. So then the idea of more scouting. It's like, here, maybe we could find out where the Dracorn is, but we probably shouldn't send a whole group to do that, so let's just send the one sneaky motherfucker we know. Who was doing great up until we got into the treasure room, and that's when the jig was up, and then a request for a distraction happened.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's where we left off. And we're a decent distance away from him. Like, we got a distance to get to any of the tunnels. But yeah. Not the best, not the worst. He's got a way to get out of there quickly if he needs to. So we've come up with worse plans. But yeah, it was just hopping into us figuring out how we want to distract, I think.
Yeah, essentially.
Oh, we've got the Rary's telepathic bond going.
Yep. And so you guys got another 30 or so minutes of that. And at the moment, let me make this a little bit bigger. You guys can clearly see how far off the map you guys are kind of are.
Yeah.
We're gonna roll for initiative. I only need a mirror to roll it for the moment.
Okay.
And then your guys' group, until you get closer, are gonna be kind of done as one.
17, not bad.
Oh,
we don't roll it yet. Just a mirror.
Oh.
Well, fine then. Dang. Hurry, I heard roll initiative.
These guys add combat trackers.
That's what you said, Tim. We're not rolling yet,
Yes.
but a mirror is.
Oh, okay. Makes sense. I apologize.
And then you guys, using the lovely.
He heard
animated
roll
shit
for
token.
initiative and then stopped listening.
Well, I mean, as you look at my cam, I kind of have a little something wiggling around.
A little distracting.
Yeah.
Have the baby roll for initiative. Baby can take these guys in a fight, right?
Oh, okay.
The druid uses baby attack.
I cast enlarge on baby. I need someone to cast enlarge again, which will make it gigantic.
Oh god.
Gigantic baby grabs two dragons, start gnawing on them. This baby's got the size of Tarask.
Oh Jesus. Just imagining an infant the size of Tarask.
Oh, good God.
No, thank you.
There's a fate worse than death of becoming a chew toy.
So
baby.
Starting is going to be you guys are back at your little camping gathering in the trees, right along the tree line before all the trees kind of get burnt out of the place. Even the trees that you guys have found really don't have a whole lot of green foliage. They're mostly like brown, very singed. Your trees are kind of blackened on one side because after all, you guys are on the edge of a active volcano. So yeah, the rest of the party, what do you guys want to do?
Well,
Tim, Damn it, I forgot I'm muted.
They need a distraction.
Timbers are basically gonna wonder where the hell this baby appeared from.
Yep. So originally
Timbers,
the
put that
group
back.
came out of the
It's
closet
mine now.
Okay.
after doing some lore dump and whatnot, and kind of just like info dump.
Mhm.
And then the stealthiest three of you, which consisted of Amir, Tibbers, and Alyssa, surprisingly the big three stealthies, went around the entire outside of this map and scouted
Okay.
every single entrance.
And
You
they were gone
guys
for like
acc-
6 hours.
You guys were gone
Which is
for
fine.
quite a long time, but you discovered which entrances were the most used, which ones were used by everybody, which ones were used only by certain few, and even a couple of dormant ones. There was one entrance at the south of the map that looked like it caved in, but after further inspection and having the druid by your side as well, discovered that the cave-in had been reopened. I gotta remember what it was called. An Umber Hulk.
Yeah, Umber Hulk.
There's signs that an Umber Hulk had reopened that cavern.
Okay.
Mhm.
And the only reason why Timbers would really know what an Umber Hulk is that it's a gigantous creature that feeds on humanoids in caves and underdarks. So for deep gnomes and whatnot, it's a predator.
Absolutely.
Prime did a very good breakdown of each of the entrances in the Monday chat.
Laptop. Stop it.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, Monday chat. All of your guys'
Mhm.
entrances
Hey, go get her toy.
broke down.
Little toy.
And then after all the scouting was done, you guys came back together to discuss a plan of action. And there was the discussion of going in as a group and just flooding the place. But you guys were deciding that you guys wanted to find the Drakhorn. Because at the moment, Kirk is still within that demon plane.
Still in the demiplane room.
That Hydrun created, because unless he's wearing the Sack of Silence, the burlap Sack of Silence, he can't do anything because, yes, he doesn't have the armor, but there's that risk of the Drakhorn could still take control. And you guys kind of want to stop the horn before letting him out and joining the party. So I think it came down to Amir suggested that because of his stealthy and shape-shifting abilities, to try to sneak into one of these groups and scout around the inside while relaying everything with the telepathic link to the party. So they all got to kind of sense and listen in as Amir sneaks in with a couple of carts that were coming in to this northern entrance, way up here. Managed to get past the checkpoint of guards and guard drakes that were guarding the entrance. Surprisingly, I think it was Cecile that tossed him a signet ring that you guys pulled off of a cultist earlier to be like, hey, this might become important, and come to find out it was. Amir managed to get past the watch guard. And there's a couple of directions, as you can kind of see. There's a couple of different paths could have taken. Decided to take the lower path, and where it split again, followed one of the carts right inside to what is described as the treasure room. This room is the size of a coliseum, and yet it is from floor to ceiling. I'll reread the passage. Was that 6? You see gold, mountains of it, and jewels and pearls, silver plate and gilded mirrors, jeweled swords, and the armor of kings, caskets and boxes, barrels filled to overflowing with the treasure of the Sword Coast, packed into a cave the size of a cathedral, and stacked to the height of a giant. Pathways wind through a glittering maze whose reflected light dazzles your eye like a million twinkle stars close enough to touch. Blackfall thought they had a lot of money. They thought they had a lot of money. And Amir managed to get in, and despite the guards, was like, ooh, the Drakhorn sounds really fucking loud here, and there's a tunnel on the far end. I'm gonna go check it out. Gets about halfway, gets spotted by a couple of the flesh golems that are in here.
Yep.
As a, hey, no one's supposed to be in here unless you're a guard. And as his attempt to, well, sorry, I'm gonna just leave. I took the wrong turn next to Albuquerque. Basically got the entrance is now blocked off by the Drakes, and they start initiative. You guys mentally get this last moment of, oh shit, I need a distraction.
And where are
And
we
then-
exactly?
We're
You
away
guys
up
are,
here.
and you guys are about a football field length or two away from the nearest entrance, which is over here. I guess I
But
can.
that was a barely guarded
can-
entrance before, right?
Yeah, I can reveal some of the entrances. So you guys scouted this entrance. You guys know about this entrance. Even though that's an entrance. Yep, Steve's job was the entrance where you guys got your
Sprinkle of age Gouda in it. Just simple stuff.
and then there was another entrance down
I'm not worried
here
about the
that
south
you
one
guys
right
scouted. Yeah. So you guys know about what? There's 6 entrances, 7 entrances into this keep. And one thing that Amir kind of picked up on is not every entrance connects with every other entrance. So like, the entrance that he gains goes off so far, and it doesn't look like it connects to other parts. So the idea of we'll just
Wait,
run
we're in
into
a
the first.
fucking anthill.
Yeah.
With rooms and
believe-
caverns and tunnels all over the damn place.
Wasn't
entrance
there
did
another
we take?
well-traveled
Tell us?
entrance?
Yeah.
Okay.
The
If I'm not mistaken, it was the one below Steve's jobs.
you guys
Steven-
discovered
wait,
that
what was
this
his name? Steven
entrance,
Chuck?
the
It
one
was
just
Steve Jobs and something.
oh shit, what was it? Steve's Jobs and
then this one here and this one. The second one was living quarters. This one that I clicked, that was just another big, massive one.
mhm. Was it on the other?
Feet is really not that
Map.
long. Because in reality, my FedEx truck is 20 feet long.
'Cause the one I entered was the one with the dragons.
Oh yeah, that is
Oh,
also
Bill,
the.
what are your thoughts? I'm
Let's
sorry,
say that
Badger, I
is-
didn't mean to interrupt.
No, I'm about to say that's another thing with for size context. The one thing I left open was the 1 square equals 20 feet.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at. That's why I was like, oh, it's 20 feet. 20 feet's really not that much, but,
If it's each square, yeah.
If we're now
Well-
if someone's locked in initiative turn, 20 feet is a long fucking.
a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, I
Um,
was thinking we weren't sure if it was living quarters or potentially where they were holding people for that more southern entrance, right, Tim? Like,
Oh yeah,
We-
you guys
we-
found
we
that out
hadn't-
scout wise too. Is that
We
there's a
hadn't-
secondary oh shit when it comes to the Well of Dragons. There are prisoners, and a lot of them,
mm-hmm.
and they're held to run.
Are they a
The ritual.
sacrifice? Yeah.
Where was
Uh,
the entrance that we thought would probably be leading to them, Tim?
We did not conclude that.
So my thought is a perfect distraction would be if
Oh yeah, Steve's job, Charm Charlie, and the Pseudo Steve. Pseudo Steve and Chappy Charlie.
a good distraction would be trying to get the prisoners out, but is there a way for us to get them directly to Blackfall?
Oh,
takes
if we can
time
get
to
them
make a
into the
circle.
woods, and well, we can do a circle. There's also the fact Timbers can do transport via plants to get some people out directly to Blackfall. If we can get them into
If
the
you
woods
guys
and
needed a
find a big enough
refresher
tree.
of this map. So this one better shows the different entrances, the top side of things.
Cool.
And this particular entrance is where you guys subdued your 2 guards and became the
You're playing drawer?
the lookalike of Steve and Charlie.
Mm-hmm.
You want to take her?
But yeah, the one that they were at isn't very used. The next one down was used mostly by cultists, but not really people.
It's you.
The right southern one is used by a lot of people, and then you guys found out this top left one was used by a lot of people. A lot of carts and stuff coming in and out. The rest of them are just kind of, and then the collapsed one is this little guy down here.
And the prisoners are where?
You don't know.
We don't know
We don't
for
know.
sure.
You guys
Thought we
We've
through
got guesses, but
through scouting and blending in as guards, you guys overheard conversation of prisoners and whatnot.
where did
but
they
haven't
hear
figured
more
out
of that though?
southern entrance.
Either it's the entrance that's not well guarded because there's no other way to get out of that space, or it's the heavier trafficked one where there's more potential guards.
Let's say at the moment there are 2 entrances that have 0 coverage, and that is the one that you guys subdued, Steve and Charlie, and then the collapsed tunnel one. They had 0 guardage.
I
Some
think
of
I
us
came
go
up.
in.
I think I came up with an idea. Timbers came up with an idea about probably going to that collapse, try and get to that collapsed tunnel, and turn into a giant badger, dig down to the Umber Hulks. Maybe Umber Hulk, see if lure it out, and it might just start going crazy on the cultists.
That's actually not a bad idea.
Heather?
In my opinion,
Oh, a baby.
Heather.
Oh, hey, baby. Oh, how fun. How old is the baby? Like 6 months or something?
Yeah, 6 months.
But yeah.
what are your thoughts, Cecile?
Any distraction is better than no distraction. If some of us
mean,
start
it was
moving through
either-
the tunnel that's not guarded, and then some of us go further south to.
Is there a way we can ensure Timber's safety, though?
So yeah, it was either I dig a tunnel to get the Umber Hulk, start going Jumanji on this place and basically unleash a horde of many animals I can summon, as many animals I can summon, or I basically just go completely Cryovein, Spirit of Cryovein on them.
God fucking imagine.
Yeah. That's what I was saying. Either we all stick together and go with Timbers down there, or we split into 2 groups of 2. One team is chaos, and one is
Are you
trying
kidding
to
me?
see if we can find the
I am a team of chaos.
prisoners.
I am the chaos. I mean, hell, I would say split up into 2 teams. I basically go off and start causing as much chaos as I can to distract. One team tries to find the prisoners, and the other one basically goes back up a mirror. That's what Timbers would say. I'll do what I do best. I will start.
Would say I'll
Okay.
go with Timber. If all hell lets loose, I can shoot a gun and you guys can hear it.
Actually, I would say CC. I would suggest you go with them because they might need a healer, and I don't want you getting caught in the crossfire, especially these Umber Hulks. If I'm gonna try and drag the Umber Hulks out, I don't want you getting in their path
If we
because they will tear you
split
pieces.
into teams, who's gonna go with who?
So it's prisoners or Amir. That's Timbers would say.
I mean, if we go to the same entrance Amir was at and draw the guards away, maybe they won't be as worried about him. Or we can go into this unguarded section and see how far we can get.
It's just a fine line of trying to either way to him the shortest path or
You
way
wanna
to
set-
him the
Someone else
longest.
relay, put her down.
Out. Okay.
Yes,
Mm.
finally talking. After months of not talking.
No drops. Please.
Let's see. I mean, do we want to do a distraction now, or do we want to see how far into this we can get before starting a distraction?
I mean, the more we go into it, the more we could find alternative ways to like move in case behind us gets blocked off. But we also don't know how urgent this request for aid is. God, my head hurts.
I say we go into the unguarded tunnel section, see what all it connects to, see if it goes anywhere important. If we find a room with important people and we start causing a ruckus there,
Alright, works. Okay, I guess that's the
Timbers
plan.
still,
then.
still gonna go for the try to get that Umber Hulk.
You do that.
Okay.
You do that.
first sign
All
of
right.
big trouble, Timbers, get the fuck out.
Oh, without a doubt, without a doubt.
Yeah, you better come back to us. You're like the Bart Buckle of our group. If anyone else has
Alright.
seen that TikTok.
So the majority of the party, you said, is going in the tunnel that you guys kind of cleared.
Mhm.
You guys are coming in this way, except for Timbers that's working south.
Yes.
How are you getting there?
I'm basically gonna go through climb over rocks and try use my stone camouflage to its max and whatnot to get to that point. And then once I get there, then we'll watch it to a giant badger and then dig, or at least whatever can dig the fastest.
Because you know where you're trying to get to is way down here.
Yep. So I'm basically hauling ass.
Didn't know if you were gonna
Wait.
wild shape into something
Wait.
that could fly across or whatnot.
Hmm.
But
Let me check something for Timbers real quick. Hold on.
Let me also check to see how many wild shapes I had because I can't remember if I already used
I
one
might
wild shape.
have something that could help you.
oh,
Okay, no, I still have both wild shapes.
Yeah, because we started
guys-
the
you-
day.
you guys
Right.
rested.
Yeah, we took a rest. Yeah. So if Alyssa has something for Timbers to help, then I'll take it. But in any other case, I might just turn to a hummingbird or a bat or something like that. Something that's doesn't stick out, something that's that's not too out there. Maybe a crow actually.
You just need something that's fast.
Yeah. So hummingbird, yeah, definitely. Something small and fast.
I don't have what I thought I had.
What
No.
was it?
Speed, like a speed potion.
Oh,
No, he gave that to me.
You don't have that dancing powder.
I don't have the crack you're looking for.
The Peruvian.
The way
I don't
could
have the Colombian
Just-
cocaine cut that you're looking for, my guy.
You don't
I
have the
can help
speed
him
that I'm
with,
looking for, my guy.
haste, but I have to keep concentration on it.
Yeah, I also have.
yeah. Once he gets
but
but to keep concentration, once he gets to a certain distance, that's gonna
Yeah.
drop regardless.
Mhm.
So
So
you're gonna
Timbers
take off.
Yeah, Timber's basically like, I am speed, and basically, kind of hype up, and then basically gonna start going for a running start, then jump and turn.
Hurry
to
back,
zombie.
Sonic.
All right.
No,
So Timber
Sonic
splits
McQueen.
off from the rest of the group, and you guys go in through the tunnel. All right. I think Alyssa's your fastest mover,
Yes.
Yeah.
I love your beautiful face.
which is what, 40 or 45?
45.
45.
All right.
Because I'm at 40. I'm right behind her.
As a group, you will move as fast as your fastest walker. Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
So at the end of the tunnel. And then if you guys have the ability to dash, are you going to dash?
If there's no enemies, yeah.
Yeah.
I should probably do the reveal as rush. Just to make the cutout a little bit nicer. There we go. Okay.
Allie? No. No.
So you guys move about here.
No. Wait, what did you? Oh,
With that, Amir.
Okay. Bro, how you describe this
Moving up
cavernous place? And I see things are closing in.
You got
Sound the alarm.
Yeah.
12 enemies.
Yep.
All right.
Surprisingly, there's been no alarm that has sounded. It is just 12 things that are slowly trying to cut off all of your exits.
Okay.
No.
What I want to do is whether or not I need to fly or I can move, run really quickly. I want to move as far away as I can and then hide. Find a hiding spot.
Going away, like out, or going deeper?
Going deeper. My goal
Okay.
is to go as deep as I can go, but right
Due
now
to the
I
size of
want to
Okay.
avoid as much conflict as I possibly can.
Due to the size of the cave, flight is pretty easy. You can easily scale the
I
height above a lot of these creatures.
yeah.
And then what is your fly move? Are you just dashing
So-
fly, basically?
Basically, but if there's enough foot area for me to move and be hidden, I would like to try that first
Okay.
without letting the enemies know that I can fly. I'm trying
Then
to
either
somewhat
athletics or
stay hidden.
acrobatics, followed by a stealth check.
Okay. Acrobatics first.
Just gotta dive into a pile of money. It's fine.
So that's my
Go full
acrobatics,
Scrooge McDuck.
and then my stealth check is that.
Okay.
And my full movement speed, I'd say my action is my stealth, so it's just my movement and then my bonus action dash. That's 60 feet.
I mean, if you got uncanny dodge and stuff like that as a rogue, I think stealthing is also a bonus action. So yeah, against your nearest couple of enemies, your acrobatics still beat them.
Nice.
Low blow. So you were able to zip through a lot of them. And then with a stealth check, I don't know if it's because you dive behind a pillar, maybe you find some treasure, that you dive behind and then start like shifting part of your body to kind of color blend or something. But you manage to sneak in, and now you see all of the 12 enemies are on alert as they kind of like round the corner expecting you to be there, and now they're all presence detection. They're on the hunt. They're on the hunt for you. Do you
Okay.
end your turn there?
That ends my turn.
Okie dokie. Let's see. Bring up some tabs. Let's see. Perception. Flesh golem cannot perceive jack shit. Guard Drake. Guard Drakes get closer, but they are still not finding you. Flesh Golem 2 can't sense shit. And the only one
Yeah,
in the
Flesh
group with
Golems
an
are not.
actual and both of the Dragon Fangs rolled a crit once, so they have no idea where you just poofed into. You even hear one of them cry out, "He must have teleported!" But the drakes seem to be all like, they're sniffing, they're looking around, they know something's there. They just can't find you yet.
That's fine. I will play around with Yet as long as I can.
The rest of y'all still just beelining it down the tunnel?
Yup.
Pretty sure it's gonna be a rinse and repeat until we run into something or someone.
Probably.
Right, guy, don't see
I'm
Timbers
trying
running
to keep
past
an
you.
ear out for potential prisoners. God, muted.
Pretty guy, you don't see Timbers running past y'all. If you see Timbers running past y'all, just turn toe and turn heel and run.
Is
I'm
there
sorry, if
anything I
you're
can do
running
to-
past us. No, never mind.
Yeah, no. If I'm running, it
uh,
means something's bad. That means nothing good's following me.
Is there anything I could do to help?
We're just
Or is it
moving
just
at
running?
this point.
Okay.
I mean, a couple of you guys mentioned haste, and if I say as a group you move as fast as your fastest faster.
If somebody hit me with haste, we'll be moving at 90.
Cool.
So it's easy.
Oh, my ear itches like crazy.
I don't care.
Did somebody get the number of that truck?
Somebody get the number of that
Especially when you
barbarian.
have the barbarian and the fighter up front. Yeah, it's going to be, if they hit something, they're going to walk right. They're going to, well, ethereal
We'll go
step
through
or
it.
just
They will
plow
not
right
going to
through
stop us.
it.
Yeah. Fucking getting body checked by.
So you guys move a bit further with that lovely boost of speed.
Yes.
Right.
And with that, anything else anybody wants to do, or are you guys just trying to sprint at this point?
I'm just trying to sprint at this point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and again, trying to keep an eye out for anything that might say prisoners.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
As you guys get deeper and deeper into this tunnel, it goes very quickly from like very large mouth opening to just very narrow. Like, and it's about 20 feet wide, about 15 feet high. There's a lot of footprints and walking paths that you guys are following, but none of them seem to be like, there's no drag marks. There doesn't seem to be any like smells in the air. If anybody used this particular tunnel, it was probably the cultists coming in and out.
Okay.
Whereas like Amir, when he came through his tunnel, could see wagon carts. There were footprints that went every direction. There was a lot of activity coming in and out. And with that, Amir, as you are trying to
Alright.
hide.
So once I'm hidden, I'm in a spot where I can observe them. I can tell most of them don't have a clue. See, some of them think they have a clue, but they're not quite sure. When majority of them are looking the other way, I'm going to do a similar maneuver. Move as quickly as I can, as quietly as I can, to get down that path without being noticed.
I'll need the same 2 rolls as before, but I'm going to add a perception check to see how well you can notice when they're all looking the other direction. You sprint off, kind of
So
deal.
perception first.
Sure.
All right.
What do I
Damn.
not perceive?
The very millisecond that they're all looking different directions, you just kind of go peace.
All
Now the
right.
question is, how well do you get there? How well do you hide?
Acrobatics.
Oh my god. 2 20s in a
Yo.
row.
God damn.
And stealth.
I highly doubt we're gonna get a hat trick.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
No,
There's some
no,
nuts.
no.
Because of
Heroic
your 2 nat 20s,
inspiration.
the entire group gets 1 and you get 1 for inspo.
Well, I already had a inspo.
Well, burn it and
Oh,
you
I'll
get
burn-
another one from your double 20s.
There
Oh
we
my
go.
god, okay. But look, that was almost a 20 as well.
Uh-huh.
2020.
But like, I'm sitting here
one.
going, are we gonna get a hat trick and just the nat 1? I was like, oh, okay.
You think there's going to be triple 20s?
It was almost.
It was almost.
So you sprint, able to sprint.
Criticals.
Alrighty.
Mhm.
Yeah, you did get 3 crits in a row.
Yeah, I didn't specify that 20 or whatnot. All right, you
Nope.
come up to a area. It splits off in 2 directions. One looks like it's a room. What's that? All right, so the room in front of you, I will reveal because you could see it from where you're standing. Boop. So you got a tunnel that goes off to your right, and then the room in front of you is a secondary treasure chamber. Art objects, valuable books, fine linen, crystalware, and especially fragile magic items are stored here less haphazardly than in Area 6. Like, this is like more organized, piled carefully on shelves and tables.
This is the nice shit.
Yeah,
I
you
care
got
about.
the gold and the armor and the crap that can get thrown around, and then you have the stuff that will break if it's thrown around.
Okay.
But I will say, at this moment, you have never heard the horns sound louder at this moment, to the point to where you're almost unconsciously transmitting it to the rest of the party. It's that loud. You can't
Ooh.
think very well here.
Okay. I will say, once I have the new view, I will say to the party, made it through treasure, path right horn, and just keeping
Meanwhile,
keeping it
Flesh
simple.
Golems against the 29 stealth. Flesh Golems don't see shit. The guard drakes don't even sense you have run. And the Dragon Fangs, now that they're aware that there's something in the area, but they're now just searching. Like, you can see them, like, splitting up, frantic. You know, they're moving in different directions. They're searching. Where the heck did he go? A couple of them stay back to guard the door. but none of them seem to get close enough as you kind of round that corner and kind of dive again behind a couple of pieces of large treasure. The way I like when I read how the treasure room is lined up with gold stacks everywhere, kind of reminds me of one of the Harry Potter movies where they go into the, don't know if
Green
it's the room
dots?
requirement, where the library, the books from floor to ceiling, everything toppled. It kind of looks more like a cavern more than anything.
Yeah,
Mhm.
room
You know,
requirement.
books, and there's just tunnels and mazes, and the books are almost like pillars for the room and everything like that. And that's kind of how I pictured just the golden treasure in this room, where it looks like a giant room, but there's mazes and pillars and things you can kind of duck behind.
Yeah.
So as all of these enemies have zero clue as to your whereabout, we move on to the other party that's sprinting for their life. So
Mhm.
with 90, 90, you guys get to a...
Disappearing off the map.
You guys make it to a lovely team the road. There is a pathway to your left, pathway to your right. Just off to the left, not only does there seem to be a very well-traveled pathway, you know, the trail kind of, the road that tees off on you guys. So
Mhm.
this road here is much more well-traveled than the one you guys have been on. There's more footprints. Looks like there's been things that have been moved in and out of here. And then there's another small tunnel dive off of there.
Do the footprints coming from this path on the left, do they seem to be going further down to our right more or into that little room more?
A lot of the footfalls, well, I think with the group's passive perception, a lot of the footfalls go from the pathway to your left into the smaller corridor to your left as well. And then
Run into enemies there.
and then not as much of it goes down the path to your right.
We could run into enemies, or we could run into captives.
My vote is left.
Left this way?
Yeah, no.
Nope.
Into the
We're
little
going
tunnel.
or into the little
like
tunnel?
Going right.
Into the little tunnel.
My vote is left south.
Okay.
That's my
Us
vote.
viewing the map. No.
Or this way?
Here. That's
The
my
part,
view.
yeah.
Okay.
Us viewing the map left. Our party's perspective, it's technically right, but going further
Yeah.
south.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm picturing it like if I was facing this way, left, right kind of thing. North, south, whatever.
You're picturing it as from the party's point of view.
I'm trying to be like kind of picture like you guys are running down this corridor and then over here, and then over there.
Going right.
You guys are going to continue going right. So with that, you guys probably make it a bit further. Dippers make it a bit further. Go back up to a mirror. Which pathway are you taking?
All right, I'm going to, as stealthily as I can, not to draw any more attention to myself to the pathway at the right. Because as much as I want to look at the treasure and could probably find something useful, I don't have the time.
Okay.
Gonna go right.
You start heading that way. And what's your full move?
My full move is 30, 60, 90.
Okay. You get a bit more of the tunnel. as you're getting closer and closer to what sounds to be the Drakhorn, just ever sounding. Like you've now kind of realized that the moment you've entered the area, you have not heard this thing stop.
Mm-hmm. All right. That will end my turn.
Flesh golems are going to continue pursuit for a little bit. With that high of a stealth, even with a nat 20, I don't think any of them are getting it. Not even close. Okay. Group. You guys are still sprinting your 90.
Still clocking it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's more than 90, isn't it? You're using all of your actions to move. It would be
Yeah, it would technically be
45 times 3.
yeah.
135, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Sure,
Would that be
that's accurate.
before or after the haste?
Oh, does
The
haste makes
The
it
haste
90.
gives you an extra action. Oh, the haste makes it 90? Because you can move. You can use your action to dash, to double move.
Hold
And
on.
then
Does
and then you could
haste
use your
also
haste.
increase your speed?
Hold on, I'm looking because I'm pretty
Oh.
sure it freaking does. Target speed is doubled.
So just with haste, it's 90. And then if you dash, that's 180.
And
Yeah,
then,
and so then times 3 would be 270.
yeah, we
Mhm.
moving. We booking it. We're a jet at this
All
point.
right, cool.
I reiterate, did somebody get the number of that truck?
Yep.
All right. You guys come flying by a pathway off to the right, or off to your guys' left, technically.
That's right. At this point, y'all are probably gonna find the Umber Hulk before I do.
Oh, no. They're going through tunnels. You're just beelining it for an entrance that you saw. All right. As you guys are going past this, you notice that this particular room is a high-ranking cultist chambers. Cultists of Dragon Soul or Dragon Fang rank stationed inside the warrens of these quarters. These chambers are arranged like barracks with cots for sleeping and trunks for personal storage belongings. With so many strangers presently in and around the Well of Dragons, the cultists who have used these chambers are on watch, but they've left behind 4 guard drakes that detect your presence as you come flying by. You still have move
Distraction
speed.
is a distraction.
You still have move speed if you want to blow through them, or you have the option to fight them.
Alyssa's gonna take a quick look at Cecile.
Ooh.
Like mid-stride, just turns for a second.
I mean, have they clocked us?
Oh yeah. If you guys blow past them, they will give chase.
Y'all keep going, I'll catch up. Because if they're gonna give chase, I don't know how fast those things can go. Or we let them give chase.
Or,
and we
like I
move the
said, a
hallway behind
distraction.
us.
Like I said, a distraction's a distraction.
Yeah, let's keep running.
Okay.
Let's see how many we can gather before we nuke the hallway.
Oh yeah, I like that.
I mean, I doubt they can keep up instantly with the 270.
Yeah.
They gonna be chasing, but they ain't gonna
But-
be within hitting range of them hitting us.
You have
we-
found your way to another fork in the road. And enough to
Okay.
where you can tell that
I'll go that way.
there's
Mhm.
okay, enough where you can tell that there's a lot of commotion down south.
Wait. What kind of commotion?
Guards, you can hear the drakes, you can hear guardsmen, you can hear swords clashing.
Wait, there's fighting happening down there?
It doesn't sound like fighting.
They're training. They're training.
Yeah, I say we go this way.
But potentially the sounds of you guys could give or take another like 8 to 12 potential enemies down that way.
8 to 12.
8 to 12. But otherwise, you got a hallway that leads off to what would be your right.
My opinion, but this is also up to the rest of the group too. You don't have to wait for me to make calls.
Bad
Yeah.
decision, always best decision. No. But I assume these drakes up here are eventually gonna follow us.
Yes.
Okay. So if we can go into here.
I say take a
Like,
deep
draw
breath and
them
just
into
yell as loud as you
bottleneck.
So take a deep breath and yell as loud as you can.
Yeah.
Ricola.
All right. So based on movement, you guys start heading off that way.
I am gonna pause to look into these little room things.
Yeah, we'll take a quick pause at that. See what it is.
Eating your dust, the guard drakes come flying out of the room at a whopping 30 feet of move.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
They'll get here
Uh,
eventually.
Yeah,
Eventually.
eventually. And so with that, we get back to Amir.
I'm just gonna continue being stealthy and moving.
All right.
I will need a stealth check.
I'm still stealthy.
As you round this corner,
Oh,
this is what you see. After the din of this tunnel, this chamber seems basically you entered the tunnel, or you go from the tunnel and you kind of enter like the cusp of this what feels like not really like a force field, but a like almost like a bubble. Soon as you pass it, silence. After the din of this tunnel, the chamber seems preternaturally silent. Preternaturally silent. That's a weird word. Until you realize that you are completely deafened in the presence of the Draghorn. carved from the massive horn of an ancient red dragon. It hangs suspended by chains from the ceiling of this chamber, blasted with fire to a dark ebony hue, and bound by thick bands of bronze. Draconic runes etched onto the surface glow with a purple eldritch fire. Throw me a Constitution saving throw.
Ooh.
God damn it. Okay.
Not
So
great.
you are now deafened for the next hour.
Okay.
I got a question for you, Timmy, though.
Huh.
Deafened is just ears, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
So our thought stuff is still fine.
correct.
Cool. Just making
Okay.
sure.
So
But you see, an air elemental sounds the horn with its endless breath, guarded by a stone golem.
oh,
They both seem to notice you, but they are preoccupied with the horn.
You're about to make your own distraction, buddy.
The draghorn hangs from the northern half of the room and is pointed toward the southwest corner. While the horn is sounding... Yep, okay. Enters in front of the horn.
oh,
So... with these guys aside... temporarily move them for a moment. It's hanging from the middle and points this way. You have the air elemental. And granted, I kept it big because these are large creatures. So I'll shrink it down just to
yeah.
easier showcase the... So he's blowing it. And he is guarding around it.
So these are big chains holding it, correct?
Oh, yeah.
And you said there's magical etchings all across it?
Yep.
Okay. I took all my movement speed, so I can't really move. I'm observing. I think I'm in some kind of magical sphere. Not sure which kind. Only thing I can do is testing. Found it.
Well, shit.
Do I get a reply?
All right. That end your turn?
That ends my turn.
Your Flesh Golem Drake Guard Wanderers stop. They're going to continue searching the room, but they haven't seemed to follow. They think you're still in that room.
Yeah.
So they're just mindlessly searching while you are so much further away. All right, so you guys are just going to continue going down that hallway? stopping to look in
Yeah,
each
these
of the
little
rooms?
offshoots and things. What's
I mean, those things are really far behind. I don't see why we wouldn't.
pause peeking?
Pause, peek, run, respond to a mirror.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So what is the room north of you, the smaller of the two? You tell that there are a bunch of stuff, but not just any stuff, personal effects. Personal items taken from the prisoners are tossed into this chamber. Nothing of value can be found amongst the odds and ends, but daggers, darts, and short swords here or there that can be used to equip prisoners still capable of fighting. The one south of you. Yeah. So really not working on it because of the size of the tokens. I'm going to shrink them down because that is a tiny ass room. So this seems to be a low-ranking cultist chamber. The cultists who stand guard over the prisoners sleep in this area. Chamber consists of only straw mattresses spread on the floor, a few tables made of planks laid over barrels, and roughly made benches. Kind of like peeking in to see what's going on. You see that there are a bunch of enemies eating quick meals before their next shift.
How many?
About 6 of them. 3 dragon claws, 3
There's
dragon
someone that can
fangs.
cast fireball.
Which
I
one?
don't know.
Nyla?
Which one of you guys have fireball?
Nyla has fireball.
Nyla has fireball. Hydrun? Hydrun?
No fireball.
No?
I have AoEs, but not fireball, and I have to maintain concentration on them.
Fireball? Fireball?
I wish I had fireball.
You got 9
Fireball.
enemies in a small room. And even
Fireball
going by going by the
Everything's
dimensions will not be suffering from thermodynamics. Don't worry about that.
Oh, no thermodynamics?
Thermodynamics would mean
Question.
that the blast would be
Later,
firing
yes.
back at you guys. The
We
room is
have
big
a
enough to
movement speed
contain
of
the blast.
270. I don't think we're
Well,
worried
no,
about
my
it.
question
Hey,
is,
that
my
too.
question is, what level do you want me to use the fireball at?
That is up to you.
I would say cast.
Ooh.
So you guys are you're like
Only a
peeking into
little?
the room and they're all like, "Arr, arr." Like they've all just like stopped to just stare at you guys. Like one's walking by with a
Fourth and
book.
fifth
Like
level?
what?
Without going up to the hires, because 6th through 9th is I only get 1 shot of spell slot. So I want to do
4 or 5.
5th because I get 5, I get 3 spell slots for 5.
There you go. That's decent. You're not gonna.
So I'll do that.
So you're casting it at what level?
5th level.
Okay.
That's what.
And what is the save?
It is a save of 17.
Of what, Dex?
Dex of 17, yeah.
Ooh.
Dragon Claws as a group. Fail. Dragon Wings as a group.
Oh, that's a face.
Because it still loses. All right. Drop your fireball. How much damage do you do?
I can't wait to see this amount of damage.
10d6. Ooh.
Roll high, roll high. Ooh.
46.
46.
Pretty high.
I don't know how many sixes it says because it doesn't show me the entirety
It's
of
only
it.
14 off from max.
3, 5,
That's not
6,
too
6,
bad.
5, 3, 6, 6, 3, 3.
You got 4
How do-
6s and 2 5s, and the rest were at least 3s.
One.
I wish I could like view it all. Damn. Okay.
So let's
Or are
see.
you on your phone?
This one.
No, I'm on the laptop. I don't know how to actually like. I
Hover
click on
your
it and it says
mouse.
3 plus.
Hover your mouse over the number part where it's 3 plus whatever. And you should get a pop up below that shows you all the dice.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
As the
I
fireball
just usually
hits.
click on it and then.
As the fireball hits, because this is basically their barracks. There are barrels of wine and other flammable things. Their beds are straw. Their beds are straw.
Not only is there initial fire, there's a lasting fire after. the
There's
fact.
lasting fire and other explosions which deal other damage to them. Essentially nuking the room.
There's probably a similar occasion as to what happened in the basement of that fortress where Cecile's got an arm, and as soon as Nyla fires it, grab.
And we're gone. And we keep going the other direction.
Well, while you grab Nyla, you will just constantly hear Nyla cackling like a mad woman, and just her going.
I just imagine us moving at a speed of 270 down this hall. There's a blast of heat and just Nyla.
Yeah, there's this massive explosion.
I'm just picturing Cecile go. I cast Nyla. Boom. Fuck,
Can I
run.
just say this?
Uh-huh.
Irma, I'm surprised you did. I was surprised you used fireball instead of using your Molotov cocktails.
Molotov doesn't have the same AoE as a fireball.
Exactly.
The
I plan on
Molotovs are
using
going to
those.
be
You could
great
chuck
for
them
the
all,
drakes
probably-
that come
probably
after
could
us
chuck
in the
them all.
hallway.
Could just chuck them all.
Even still,
Alright.
if you chuck all 5 of them, it only do so much.
Now Molotovs are better for precision.
Exactly. I plan on using those for later.
I will also say that the explosion caused in that room, and the smoke and the flames that are billowing out of it, will potentially alert people. But at the
There's our
moment, you guys still have
Yep.
plenty of move speed. 16.
Put that back.
In the room above you guys, as you guys continue going after it, alerted by the explosion and then seeing you guys appear at their door, you find a prisoner pen. Prisoners captured by the cult have been held in dark, filthy chambers pending the day of the ritual and their eventual sacrifice.
Wait, this may sound weird because of the fire. I know it doesn't, like you said, it doesn't like expand and everything, but as time
Right.
goes on with the smoke, wouldn't it fill up the tunnel that we're in as
It
time goes by?
Not that.
Depends on how much material's actually in the room.
I doubt there's enough material to do that. for the
Okay.
20
It'll
foot
be
wide,
smoky,
15-foot high
yes.
K
It's
tunnels.
not gonna fill these tunnels.
And it's not gonna
Not like
affect
that.
us.
I mean, it might if we stay in the area, but we're not staying still, so.
Well, we also aren't
Okay.
15 feet tall, and that smoke's collecting at the top and spreading out.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
Over a
figured
The
I'd
only
massive
ask sorry
person
area.
it
about that.
might start affecting is Cecile, because she's 7 foot tall.
But even then, that's
And
over
even then,
double
it
her
takes a
height above
while.
her.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I figured I'd ask because it just dawned on me. Sorry.
This is not one of those situations where it's, I don't care how big the room is, I cast Fireball. It's just, I cast Fireball.
Nah, at this point, it's just fucking fireball. That's it.
Exactly.
Okay. So this particular room, this particular pen is empty. It looks like it had just been used, and whoever was in here have been moved to a different area. Further down the road, further down the pathway, you see 5 dragon claws are moving prisoners from another cell further down the tunnel. They are not shackled together, but most of them are weak from starvation. There's 10 commoners that are being escorted down with these claws up ahead. So
Okay.
this particular room seems to have been freshly cleared out. But then further down the tunnel, you can see dragon claws moving 10 prisoners out of a room off to the right there and further down the tunnel. There's
You
also,
said each of these squares is 20?
yes,
Okay.
you still have plenty of group move speed. But there's also a tunnel off to the left for you guys, and then more branches up where the dragon claws are at.
Are these prisoners like all trained together?
They're not chained together. They're just kind of subdued. They're weak from starvation. So they're bound them individually, but they're not bound together.
Okay. I mean, I almost want to try and get their attention to like. I don't know. Put up some resistance or move away from the bad guys so we can get between them. You know?
Okay.
Like, I'm looking at Alyssa, like, how do we do this? Because
I don't know.
could I try like a psst or something like that?
Yeah,
Try
are you
and
just
see if
trying
we
to
can
get the
The
prisoners?
prisoners' attention. Yeah, just trying to get their attention and kind of like head nod, like come towards us. Because we're not hiding our like crests from the Dragon Council and
Oh yeah,
whatnot.
no.
Like we're fairly. There's a chance they know who we are. Maybe
Mm.
we've been making waves all over the place. So if we can get their attention and be like, you know, stop following them and let us take care of them or something.
Alrighty. So you attempt a whisper
Mm-hmm.
to try to get their attention.
Yeah.
Kind of sheepishly, a couple of them kind of look up at you guys, all, armored and weaponized and stuff like that. There's one that kind of like stops and does this, like, rubs their eyes quick to kind of be all like, hold on, what? There's some murmuring between the 10 of them, which you can hear the Dragon Claw shouting at them to keep quiet. And in the franticness of the possibility of escape, a couple of them just break off and start sprinting towards you.
I'm gonna kind of do a motion. Alyssa's gonna pull out her bow. I'm gonna kind of do a motion of like separate as far as you can against the wall. Give me a clear line of sight.
Yeah.
Yep. So as they kind of start to break off and run towards you guys, the claws are all like, hey, they're escaping. And that's when a couple of them notice you guys and they start calling for arms and they draw their weapons.
Nah, fuck that.
But the prisoners happen to see your motion as you draw your bow. A couple of them just dive to the ground. A couple of them kind of like, make themselves really small against the wall. As they more or less give you a fairly decent 10-foot berth of nothing between you and the claws.
How many claws are there?
5 of them that you can see.
Okay.
Well, I get 2 attacks per action, technically speaking, and then haste gives you an extra.
So are you dashing into...
All right, I figure Alyssa is lighting up shots. I am going to squeeze along like one of the walls to be out of line of shot, and I'm going to let Alyssa get off her 3 shots while I keep trying to close distance.
Okay.
And I'm gonna hit off my Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, ranged people do range things.
It's gonna
I
be
get close first.
loud because I'm gonna shoot off my bullet.
That's fine. This
Would
is when the
I do a
distractions finally happen.
cantrip?
I'm still gonna tell them keep coming towards us, but stay against the wall.
I assume this is basically counting as a surprise round, so we're each gonna get
Oh,
to
yeah.
do some stuff, and then initiative might happen depending on whether or not
They're
the
alive.
5 dudes are alive.
Mm-hmm.
And at that point, Cecile will have closed as much distance as she can. Because with move, action, and then my face step, I can do a total of... Brain, hold on, 110. With move, action, face step to close distance during my round of things. If I'm close enough to hit somebody at that point, I will action surge.
Okay.
And then there's a loud bang, 2 bangs.
I'll let the ranged people do their ranged stuff to see if I even have to do the face step.
Alrighty.
Okay.
I got 300 feet on my blast,
So
so
I guess Alyssa,
I have 320.
you just striking the closest one to you?
Let me look at the map. Yeah, absolutely.
So can I try to zoom it in a little bit for people to see? Alrighty. So that 18 will definitely hit.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and just roll the hits first. 20
That'll hit.
No.
and 24.
Oh, that will very much hit, yes.
And let me see. Hold on. I want to double check my inventory real quick. Okay, cool. I have 4 left. I'm using 3 plus 2 arrows.
Ooh, alright.
So whatever these are, plus 2. Oh, come on. That's trash. So 8. 9. And 12.
wouldn't that be 14?
14.
Question.
I'm hitting 3. Okay.
Didn't you hand out the 3 potency runes?
Me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I believe you gave one for
Potency?
yourself, one for CC, and then Ilita.
Yes. I think it's been 2 weeks.
When did what potency? What?
In the stockpile that you guys really don't know much about.
Oh right, yeah.
Yep.
Um,
Oh, that one. Yeah. Hold on. I have it written down. Yeah. Okay. So that's right.
which means I forgot to apply to everybody.
Yeah. Me, CC, and Alita.
Okay. So technically, I got to make a quick little. Combo. Eight. Efficient. Tech.
I forget what the potency runes do, though. It's been a minute.
Potency rune gives you an extra die. So your bow is not a 1d8, it is a 2d8 plus 5.
Oh. So,
So
do you want me
now
to
you
roll
should.
extra d8s?
So now if you reload on your action tab at the very bottom is potent vicious longbow.
Hold on. Yep. I see it. Do you want me to roll the damages again? Or do you want to go with that and just have me roll an extra d8 for all 3 of them?
You can roll an extra d8 for this time.
Okay, so 8 plus 4 is 12. 9 plus 8 max damage. 17. And then and then 14 plus 1 is 15.
That still comes out to 44 damage.
Yes, however, I'm thinking I shoot at all 3 of them.
Yeah, hold up.
Like one arrow per target.
Oh, yeah, so.
Yeah.
That fixes that one.
12.
And then I got to do the same thing for Elita and same thing for.
So 12, 17, and 15.
Elita, do you want that potency room on Broad Shadow or Heartseeker?
Heartseeker, please.
On Heartseeker? I completely forgot that you had handed them out.
Alright. I'm back.
So dice type becomes 8.
Whee! Just got really quiet. I had to do something.
And CC
I almost thought someone had my thought my Discord was acting up.
is on the pistol. Your pepper box, right?
Yes, please.
Whee!
Well, that's the only long range weapon I have.
Range. Dex. Efficient. It is a first is piercing. Display is attack, so it should show bottom. Action. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, because those runes don't need any kind of magical appliance. Just you just apply it to your weapon,
It's like a sticker.
like a sticker that can't come off.
That sticker's gonna have to be fun.
I didn't make that the right type. Yeah, close enough though. Okay. Okay. So your 3 shots, are you all attacking the same one or 3 different targets?
For me or
Yes.
Oh.
yeah, 3 different targets.
Okay. So that's 10 on.
No, you gotta add +2 to it.
+2?
Because I'm using +2 arrows. Six plus 4 is 10, +2 is 12. 6
Right.
plus 8 is 14, +2 is 16. And then 7 plus 1 is 8, +2 is 10. Unless that's the one you were talking about. I mean, no, I got that. No, 12 plus 1 is 13, plus 2 is 15. I'm losing my mind. 6 and 4, 7 and 8, 12 and 1. Yeah. and then +2 to all of those.
Alrighty.
That just makes me think of that scene in Clue. 1 + 2 + 2 + 1.
Yeah.
Ah.
That's a good scene.
Kind of just clearing up the board a little bit. So then the next up for range, the Hydrun.
Eldritch Blast at the 4 furthest away from me. I
Okay.
have 4 shots and I love
You're
it.
just going 1, 2, 3, 4 kind of thing.
Yep. Hitting as many as I can to try to drop.
Okay.
Doing all the hits first. You
4
dick,
furthest
you're on an
away.
18. It's at 14. It's 14.
Hit still hits.
Okay.
They're squishy boys. These are wizards.
That's a nat 1 for that one.
Oh, you have inspo.
Yeah.
I give the whole group inspo after Griff's.
I want to waste the inspo
crit.
for a single hit.
We'll get more inspo. If you don't use it and then more inspo comes through, you can't get more inspo.
True.
Fair enough. I'll re-roll that one. $18. 26. And the fourth
Ooh.
one is 22.
Ooh, all 4 hits. So you're going.
Do any of them crit?
No,
Based off AC?
Unfortunately not.
Damn it.
You got close with 1, but no. So you're basically skipping the first one and going 1, 2, 3, 4.
Skipping the closest one, hitting the far back. The 4 in the back.
Okay.
And 7, 10, 12, 11.
Alrighty. Next up on the shooty would probably be CC. I'm just gonna go through down the token line. You, then you, then you, then you, then you, and then base tank.
The two closest to me.
2 closest.
Yes.
All right.
Here's 1. 21.
That'll hit.
Second one. A natural 1.
Inspo.
You got inspo.
I will waste the inspo.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a waste.
I don't call it wasting. Yeah, both of them
Especially
would.
if you're using a firearm.
Uh-huh.
True.
Because
I
that
just say I'm
-1
running
would
the
not
inspo.
only be bad on the fumble chart, but then you have your misfire chart and all that other crap.
Yeah.
You don't want to sit there and go, "Pew, oh, I broke my gun."
And let me
That's
fix
why I
the
just say I'm
ear.
burning the
And we
inspo.
just so now on your actions tab at the very bottom should be the potent pepper box for damage. You might have to refresh your page if you haven't refreshed your page.
I refreshed it a while ago, but I thought it was there then. Now let it load. I still don't see it.
No potent on your actions tab?
No, I do. No, I do.
There you go.
So the damage for that one, right?
For the damage for that one. Because your firearm has a little extra kick to it.
14.
All right.
And 17 for the other.
First one shoots off the front one. He kind of takes it like, ah, shit. You know, he's starting to bleed pretty badly. The second one, you just kind of like hit him square in the head. He just drops. The loud bang of your pepper box sends a shockwave. A lot of the the prisoners kind of like do their best to cover their ears because you guys are in a tunnel. The first two dragon claws do not look very good. They're bleeding pretty badly and whatnot. But then we get to Aelita.
Hmm.
Want to join in the long range festivities?
Sure. One second, I'm reloading the page.
Okie
Hmm. There we go. Now I can see things. Actually, on second thought,
Oh,
how far away is Alyssa?
within almost poking range. You guys are all like
Sweet.
within one square because each square is 20 feet. So,
Sweet. I feel
oh
like
yeah,
she needs to
Alyssa's right
do.
there.
I feel like she needs to do some radiant damage.
Ooh,
I'm just looking for it because I had it. And then I refreshed. Maybe, possibly. Ah, it's a 5th level spell. I am going to reach forward and kind of tap her on the shoulder before dropping a hand to her axes and casting Holy Weapon on them.
Oh.
ooh.
So she now does 2d8s worth of radiant damage anytime she goes to swing with them.
How long does that last?
It's concentration up to an hour.
Nice.
Damn. So the next time Alyssa wants to use her axes, it not only does whatever damage that they do plus 2d8 or radiant per swing.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So does that end your turn, Alita?
Yeah.
Nyla, would you like to do anything? While you're still back there cackling for nuking the earlier room.
I'm trying to. How, how do I word this?
Carefully.
Purvey? Is that what you call it? Purvey or?
Eh?
Not certain, or not purvey.
Convey?
Maybe? No.
What are you trying to do?
There was an alternate word for judging a distance feet in front of you.
Survey?
Thank you. Survey.
Okay.
I'm sorry, word it got bad.
Assess. There's a lot of words, but continue.
I'm hoping to use a cantrip. But it is 60 feet.
They are well beyond that.
Yeah. And I have what,
Let's see.
35 movement. Would that still be enough if I move 35 feet or no?
You can get the front one if you do that.
Yeah, okay. I will move ahead. Well, wait, am I still being grappled by or no, I guess
No.
not. How do I can't figure out. I'm trying to figure out where to move my character then.
If you're moving your 35 forward, I just moved it.
All right, thank you. I'm gonna go ahead and cast cantrip.
Which cantrip?
Vicious Mockery.
Okay.
And one of these guys, they're noticed in front of me. Do they speak common?
Yep.
Just gonna look at him and be like, "Hi, I got a question for you." Just gonna the response.
I mean, you're in combat, so okay. Bet you have their attention.
She's yeah. Oh, ooh, thank you. That looks good. She's gonna have that smirk on her face, and she's just gonna be like, "It's no wonder you have siblings who are better than you. You were just a mistake."
Jesus fuck.
She's talking.
So is there a save or suck on that?
I just look at my fuck.
Yes, it is a wisdom save of 17.
Okay. They failed. Roll your damage.
Yes.
Ooh.
If it's one thing these enemies seem to lack, it's wisdom scores.
Damn.
7 points of vicious mockery damage, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a lot of twos.
That is a lot of twos. I wanted
you know-
to be more.
But you know what they say.
It was exactly lethal.
Yes.
He had exactly 7 hit points left. The front
You
one.
literally sat there and insulted them to death.
Yes.
Not only did
So
they
at
die,
first
but-
they're all listening to your mockery. Even the commoners are like, "What?" And then the front guard's like, "That's not a." As he just kind of like falls over.
Not only did he die, he died depressed. Jesus.
All I gotta
Yeah.
ask out of character is, did I do it right?
I mean, you essentially just dealt some
Emotional damage.
Yeah.
It's all thanks to Cal.
because I know
Cal
vicious
gave some
mockery is technically
inspiration.
psychic damage, but
Yes.
It's thanks to Cal because Cal gave me inspiration on how to use vicious mockery.
That explains so much.
alrighty. I guess that leaves Cecile.
Okay.
2 are dead.
Lovely. I would like to close the distance.
And just think,
I assume
this
there's
is
regular
still the
people
surprise
here.
round. Yeah. You got
Alright,
about
like
10
there's
be-
regular.
between the space of you and the last dragon claw. There's about 10 commoners within the spaces. They're all trying to stay out of your way. They've ducked
Oh yeah, no,
down
there's
up against the
definitely a
wall.
shout of make a hole. Should I use my move to get here, or do I still have my move?
You still got your move.
Lovely. I can go 40 by itself, 80 if I also use my action, and then if I action surge, I can swing.
So,
I would like to
40,
close
you can
in.
get that first guy easily.
Lovely. First swing. Gonna go ahead and take the -5 to do 10 extra damage, because I'd like him to just die. So 21 to hit.
It's
Cool. So this
how bad is he dead? Actually, he's gonna die
plus
regardless.
10 plus 5, so 30 with one swing.
Your D6 was enough to kill him.
Oh, right.
Does your weapon have
first
reach?
Not technically, but I dropped him to 0, which means I get a bonus action swing anyway, so I'm back up to having 3 more swings. So let's shift. Yeah, swing at the next guy. Also taking the -5. Just fuck it. So 20 to hit.
Still hits.
Great.
I mean, if country was hitting with a 14.
So that is 28 plus. Oh, only 29 points of damage with that swing.
He had 23, so.
Do I have any movement left?
No.
No. But I still technically have my bonus, so if I don't use it to swing, I can use it to face step to get next to him and do my final swing of the action search.
Yes.
Cool. I'm doing that.
Are you getting up in his face, or are you just gonna face step behind him?
Ooh. I'll face step behind him in case I don't drop him, and then I'm not in the way for other people to shoot him.
See, that's a
Just in
fighter's
case.
mentality right there.
Yeah.
All right.
-5.
This dude has 24 hit points left. Do you careen him in one shot?
22.
That's gonna hit.
It's up to hit. So 18 plus 10 is 28. Plus
He
4.
did.
So 32 points of damage.
32. A good
Damn.
8 points above his
Just-
hit points.
Fucking cuts through, like, the others dropped other people. Great.
Uh-huh.
It was like, we want to
Yeah, you guys are just lobbing attacks down the way, and then as soon as you guys are done, you just see Cecile take a couple steps forward and just hack. And they're just dropping left and
Big
right.
sword. And now they're all dead. So now we have 10 prisoners we can
because-
get out of here.
You fade step further. You
Oh.
can see the end of the hallway that leads to a massive black door.
I'll convey that to everybody else. Be like, there's a door.
Oh, if you're conveying that through mental link kind of thing, Amir, you found one of those doors earlier when you were
So the
splitting
connection's
up.
still available.
Yeah,
Good to know.
you're just deafened. You can't hear shit, but you can think shit. You're good.
Yeah.
So even though you think you're completely blind or completely deafened, you hear the thoughts come through your head, and you're just like, haha. Probably everybody else kind of goes, okay, cool, I'm not deaf. Well, I am, but I can, yeah.
Well, no. What Amir was worried about was if the connection had been severed. He understood he was probably deaf.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
You're
Well,
just
let's-
this close to the Dracorn that no matter what happens, you get close enough and you're just deafened for the next hour.
So yeah, Cecile kind of nods, then like looks at Nyla and everybody else and be like, do we want to take a minute? And I'll look at Nyla and be like, draw a teleportation to get these 10 back to Blackfall. You don't have to go 2. You could just set up the circle and send them through. Take a minute to do that.
There's
Maybe.
also, let's say, there's also
Yeah, I can do that.
There might also be
other.
more here.
There's also other things around you too.
I was killing things, so I didn't pay attention to what's in those rooms.
Nope, that's fine. So yeah, if the rest of you have movement, you can use the rest of the movement. As you guys started here, 250 could easily get you up to where Cecile is. So if you guys want to check out some of these other rooms, there's a entry to something here. There's something here. There's a small tunnel here, and there's a room here.
Let's look around. Yeah.
Who's going what where?
And actually, if others are doing that, if the prisoners are still here, I'm looping back to this room to help grab some of their armor for those that can still fight. To arm them up. Even if they don't come following with us, at least getting them something so they have something on their way out.
Fair.
Like
right.
we're trying to rescue them. We aren't
Which, by
trying
the way,
to...
we might have to do something about because we do have some giving chase that are pretty far behind.
Oh yeah.
As I said, you guys kind of just used a surprise round, and I mean that was all just surprise round. You guys hadn't even touched initiative yet, which is why I'm letting you guys use this like one time. You guys want to split up and look at some of the rooms you guys are right next closer to, or what? So Hydroon's looping back to this lower room to grab some of the usable weapon and armor, and I'm just scooping them up. There's nothing, anything like too extraneous. If anything, you got a couple of light armors and a bunch of swords, like crude iron swords and stuff like that. But
just grab, come back out.
Something is better than nothing.
Any of you guys that can still fight, get over here, grab this.
All right, and then what's the rest of you? You guys are within eyesight of maybe 3, if not 4 rooms.
Aelita's going to take a glance over the prisoners and see if any of them have any more serious injuries that might need tending to.
The majority of them, other than minor scrapes and bruises, they look dirty. They haven't showered in a while. Most of them are just hungry more than anything. They haven't really been, they've been treated very poorly. Most of them are frail and starved, but are either still willing to fight or capable of escaping.
Okay.
If they just run for the hills kind of deal.
CC has turned around and went by Hydroon and is now facing where we came from. Just to be on alert.
Okay. Oh yeah, because you know that there are things keeping chase.
Yes.
All right. Does anybody poke into any of the nearby rooms, or not this time? You got a room you can see from the hall, a room you can see from the hall, and a
I'll
room you can see
backtrack
from the
so I
hall.
can check this room. Well, I mean, this room and this room. So whichever. I check them both.
Okay.
Fuck it.
All right, so we'll start with this one over here. That lower room is the red wizards whose magic raises the Temple of Tiamat and the Caladra and some of the Dragon Queen into the world are housed in this cavern.
This one? Are there any in there right
Yep.
now?
No. They're luxuriously finished. The Red Wizards keep their belongings packed in trunks and are ready to teleport away at a moment's notice. You also notice there is a sense of something mildly familiar coming from that room.
Familiar.
You've sensed their presence before.
What, Red Wizards? Or
Not from the Res Wizards, but from a earlier encounter.
where am I?
Potentially something
Earlier
to go and check their belongings. Otherwise, the other big room here is more
Something.
prisoner pens. There's about 10 more
Okay.
people in there. As only half of the cavern was being moved. So the 10 commoners that you guys just saved came from that pen.
Okay.
And there are 10 more in there still bound and potentially chained to
In
the wall.
here?
Yep.
I'll
So you got about
poke my head back out the hallway and be like, we got more prisoners in here. Still here.
Let's get them out.
and then you
look
got a
at-
narrow hallway down that way too.
So I don't see any enemies here, right?
Correct.
So
Whatever
I'll
enemy
flag
was in
for-
that room, you guys just cleared.
Gotcha. So this, you said something about a familiar earlier encounter,
Mm-hmm.
like with the zombie.
No. Earlier. You want to roll a
Earlier than
history
that.
check?
Sure. Alice brains. Nope. $11. Oh, I'll use my. Should I use my inspo on this? Yeah,
Yeah.
fuck it.
Okay.
Hey.
The last you felt this presence, or that familiar aura, or whatever you want to call it, was last felt in the Tomb of Didris.
Wait. The Tomb of Didris.
There was
That's
an
been a hot
individual. There was an individual
Oh,
in the
that
final
dude.
room that was being
Yeah.
that was trying to hold up the Yuan Ti, but ended up getting killed in that battle.
The dwarf.
Mhm.
Dude, right?
Yep.
That's the vibe I'm getting from this room.
Uh-huh.
Which means he didn't fucking die. Or he got brought back. Ooh. Hmm. I'm gonna go back into this room then.
Okay.
'Cause Rothmadar, yeah, was trying to. I don't remember exactly what was going on. Because Rothmadar potentially had the white mask, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait a
So
minute.
they
Wait.
brought him back.
Is this? No, this isn't that fire dude, is it?
Fire dude?
Am I thinking of someone else? Somebody that I cast Tidal Wave on?
Oh no, not the same guy.
Okay.
No. We're talking way back in
Never
the Tomb
mind,
of
my
Didris.
bad.
We got to the final room where there were a bunch of Yuan Ti, but then there was this dwarf dude who we thought the reason we went into Diderus was because we thought that guy was there with the white dragon mask. And so we
Yeah,
went
that's
in, and we ended up getting the white mask at the end of that, right?
Yep.
Like, he did have it, and we took it. Or something like that.
Oh no, he didn't have.
No,
he
no,
didn't
no.
have the mask.
No,
He.
Sledge managed to get it from him, I think.
Yep.
And then Sledge ended up giving it to us.
He was the
after
one that
that.
went to the tomb to try to scry
Right.
and got overwhelmed by the Yuan Ti, and in the fight you guys had with the Yuan Ti, he was stabbed.
Stabbed, but I'm getting the vibe from in here. So I'm gonna check deeper into this room. Because it feels like him. It feels like this dude should be
So you
dead.
find another. So both of these caverns that you're in or looking at, so the one that you're standing in and this one, are both Red Wizard quarters. And in the room that you're in, you find personal effects. The very dagger that you thought that he was stabbed with by the Yuan Ti. But it appears that he is very much alive.
Do I see anything in this room?
Just more Red Wizard effects. Looks like both of those chambers were being used by the Red Wizards. None of them are home because they're probably out working on the ritual.
Alright, I've already done a bunch of stuff. I just want to check the rooms to see if that dude is somewhere in here.
Okay.
Because if the more red wizards that are dead, the better, because they need the red wizard's power to do the summoning.
Yep. Between
that was
the
the main
two
thing.
between the two rooms, you don't find any Red Wizards. Madar's not in there.
And so
Break
even
all
if I
their
go
shit.
further in,
Fuck those guys.
do I see anything here? So Seal's like
Uh,
moving. It's like that bloodhound who got a scent of something.
Other than more caverns at the moment, no. Nothing else is seen. No one else you alert.
But I'm not hearing anything from in these rooms.
Correct.
Okay. Then I'll backtrack for the time being and kind of come back out to, because I want to check up here. Because this is where there's more prisoners. Like, I'll flag everybody down.
Yep.
And
So
I'll
kind of
pass
between, so probably at the moment between Nyla and Alyssa, somewhere in this area, you got about 20 prisoners.
Okay.
That Hydrune is currently trying to hand out armor and weapons to the most capable.
I think I want to stand guard kind of like here.
Over by Cece.
Yeah, because of these bastards up here.
Okay. So Cecile, you go check out this other room.
Yeah, I want to see what's up here.
And you find another about 40 prisoners in this room.
Jesus. So more through the mental link, I don't have to run back, but like I've got 40 more up here in a room. So
We need
that's
to get 'em
60 in
out.
total.
We need to get
Yeah.
them out.
The faster we can get them out of here,
Yeah.
the
We'll break
less
'em free and
sacrifices they have.
I'll
Yeah.
go ahead to chase down the bastards that were chasing us. So Alyssa's gonna break off and head this way to cut these guys off and attack and kill.
Someone go with.
Yeah, someone should come with me.
Well,
Either
Cece
Nyla
was
or
already over
Alyssa.
there. Okay.
Yeah.
Or Cece, it don't matter. Just somebody. I need a little backup. And would you allow me to rage
Yeah, why not?
when I get in line of sight?
Okay. Doing full move over there.
Am I still hasted?
Yeah.
Then yes.
Cool.
And let's go. Yeah.
DC staying a little bit behind because can't move quite that fast. All right, so you got prisoners. Alrighty. This particular Drake's gets a little closer. And even if they dash, they can only get about that far.
Cool. I'm raging. My axes have return on them.
That they do.
And they're technically holy weapons right now too.
And they're holy
Yup.
weapons.
You're gonna have to help me with how much damage I do here, but oh my god!
Ooh.
Oh.
Why couldn't it have been a 20? Son of a bitch.
So close.
It's close.
And
Well, it probably
we gotta
is.
get you another one of those runes that bring down your maximum to crit by one.
Like my sword.
But does it doubles our AC though?
More than that. So that still technically counts as a crit.
Nice.
So
So roll normal, and then it's your max plus a 2d8. So 24.
$34
34.
plus max.
Well, we already calculated. That's why the 14's 24.
Oh,
'Cause you're-
24, 34. Okay, yeah. With one.
All right, so let's actually bring them to size. Spread them apart. All right, and that's just throwing the first one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 30, 34. Okay,
He's still standing.
still
Little
standing.
Shit. Okay,
Does
do it
it, doesn't
again.
radiant?
But hey, you got another action shot.
19 hit.
That'll hit.
Then it's
2d8.
2d8, you said?
Yup.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
You got
15.
inspo.
Do I burn it though? Fuck it. Oh, much better.
So
So
that
13 and
is
15 is 28.
that first strike drops.
Cool. I'm still hasted, yes?
Yeah.
So I get a bonus attack.
Yup.
Isn't that right?
Yup.
This is about to get wild. 20.
That'll hit.
Cool. Done yet. Not
And-
done yet.
No. The
27.
7.
27. And guess what else?
What's that?
Uh-oh.
I have a new thing called Distant Strike.
Oh. Oh.
I remember you used that during the fight with what's his name?
At 11th level, you gave me the ability to pass between the planes in the blink of an eye when you take the attack action. Oh, well, I guess it's the attack action. You can teleport up to 10 feet before each attack to an unoccupied space you can see. If you attack at least 2 different creatures with the action, you can make 1 additional attack with it against a third.
You over to the third Drake.
Yep.
You clobber that thing.
Yes.
CC back there literally watching Alyssa teleport after he swing.
Max damage.
I was going to
27.
say, can we get a double max damage? That would be great.
I would have loved that. But yeah, 27. And that will end up taking my turn because I believe Distant Strike wouldn't that be qualified as a bonus? It says action type is special.
Oh, it's dependent on you hitting things. So use your 2 attacks to hit, so it's not considered an action or bonus action, like free action, as long as you meet the
Okay.
requirements.
Okay.
So consider it like a
And then
follow-up.
haste gave me, so I ended up with 4 swings in 1 turn.
Uh-huh.
So does that leave me with a bonus action?
I believe the bonus action... No, because you raged right beforehand.
Okay, yeah. All right then. That ends my turn, I guess.
All right. So, let's bounce back to...
Isn't Timber still going somewhere?
Yep, he will join the combat tracker after Amir. Enough time has passed that he should be at that cave entrance. So, Amir.
Okay. So, all right. Well, given the situation that has been presented to me, knowing that I'm now deaf, but yet I still have my communication, I'm unequipped with the situation in hand. Know that the prisoners being taken care of, extraction has been met. There was a nice, beautiful room filled with options.
Mm-hmm.
Amir is going to double back, moving as quickly and quietly as he can to not attract the other room full of enemies, to go into the special treasure room to find anything of useful to help take out the enemies, maybe be lucky and take out the Draghorn while he's here. If not, then he's going to fill up his 3 bags of holding. But first and foremost is
All right.
what in this room is useful in the moment.
All right. So you move into the room. Throw me a stealth check just to make sure you don't alert the other room as you do so. All right. And so you're trying to figure out what's magical in this room?
I'm trying to figure out what is a useful item, like a useful magical item. Maybe a nice powerful bow or powerful arrows. I don't know. I'm trying to look for useful tools.
All right. You will take your basically turn searching as you get over there. To try to find something. And then Tiberius has joined the playing field. Oh my gosh, it's a chicken.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, it is.
Go ahead and relay what you want to do.
Alright, sideways. Sure. I know. All right, so by this time I should be already over by that cave-in, correct? All right. I'm gonna make sure there's no one around me, you know, and then if there's no one around, I'm gonna go ahead and wild shape. Wait, actually, I don't have alter self, do I? I don't think I do. Nope. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and use my my remaining wild shape to turn to wild shape into a giant badger to start digging into the tunnel.
How far can the badger dig?
What?
How far
can a badger dig?
Shouldn't you know the answer to that one, Badger?
All right, let
No.
me look it up.
Badger's a regular badger, not a fantasy badger. So,
I think badger could dig as deep as it can go where it counts. Alright, I'm looking it up.
thanks, I hate it.
You ruined it. I'm leaving. Okay, so that's not on there. So let me go ahead and D5E giant badger. It should working. All right, giant badgers. Let's see. Burrow about 10 feet. They can burrow about 10 feet.
All right, so you begin burrowing into this cave-in.
Yep.
Alrighty. So here ends that lovely surprise round. And we will, I guess, pick off with Alyssa again.
Again?
Yeah.
Again?
Yeah.
Cool. Blood
Since you're
points.
the only, let's say, since you and CC are the only active ones in combat at the moment, yeah. Blood point.
Blood points. I
So
want
now your
these
axes
fuckers
do
to die.
2d10 plus 10 with 2d8 radiant damage. Oh boy.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, you're within range of 2 of them that you can see.
Swing. Oh, you motherfucker.
That will still crit. That's okay.
Oh.
That becomes a 22. Ooh.
22 plus 19.
Oh, you added the 2d8 too. Okay.
I did.
So that first one, it does 20, 31.
Oh.
Combined?
22 plus 19.
Ooh. That's a lot.
41.
41. Let's see, my mental math suck. All right, first one's downed. So now you
Cool.
got 2 out of the 4 drakes chasing you.
Rinse and repeat.
Hey, Badger, quick question.
Quick answer.
Since I basically saw an egg kick, would I be able to wild shape? Wouldn't I be able to wild shape to an egg kick, or is that not possible?
I'd have to look.
Yeah.
If it's within your which if it's within your range, yes.
Yeah. So all right, I'll do the research. I don't want to bother you. I'll do the research.
Is it the Ankeg or the Umber Hulk you're looking at?
Ankeg.
Ankeg?
Yeah.
I guess it would depend on its CR rating.
That's what I'm also looking. Looks like the combat rating at 2. Yeah, it's a challenge rating of 2.
Yeah, you should be good. Right? Oh wait, you're not a Madrid. Oh.
Yeah, no, I think
16,
I'm at
Half your druid level?
I think you should be able
What's
to
the
go
challenge rating?
second level now.
Okay, well, now there's 3 out of the 4 dead, and since you've hit 2 different enemies, you can activate your
But I'm also
teleport.
still hasted, so
You are also still hasted. That just means you could, without even using move, poof, you teleport an extra 10 feet to get close to the fourth one. And that will hit. There's 17.
24.
Never mind. Even an Ankeg doesn't really burrow fast. They burrow just as fast as a giant badger because they only go 10 feet.
They're
Burrowing is
burrowing
never
creatures.
something that really goes fast unless you're a huge creature.
Yeah.
Because you're having to move things out of the way.
Yeah, I gotta start digging. So yeah, makes sense.
But progress is being made, and plus you don't know how
Yeah,
far the cave-in goes either.
No, I know. I just thought, I don't know why I thought, an Ankeg probably be, since an Ankeg is a, underground tunneler kind of thing, that it would be able to dig faster, but no. After looking at it, no, they only burrow 10 feet, so yeah. I might as well just stick with the giant badger, because that'd probably be a lot better than an Ankeg.
Alrighty. Do.
Do I get
So
the
that one-
opportunity to fucking thing?
Yeah.
Cool.
Is use 1 attack, 2 attack,
Oh, does that
3rd
hit?
attack. That it will. With a 14 to hit.
$27.
Fuck. Hey, guess what?
Bye-bye.
The Drakes are down. Poor CC never even had a chance to fire a shot.
3 swings and a poof and another swing twice in a row.
Uh-huh.
Yup.
There ain't no more.
So Alyssa is just relaying information. They're down. We can move. We should go
Sweet.
now.
Cece's just
Yeah.
clapping behind. We're just waiting, clapping. I didn't even do anything.
CC Alyssa. Perception check, please.
Perception?
Yes.
19.
Find the right button, Sammy. What do I not see?
So between large explosion and a couple of shots with the pepper box, there's enough noise in these tunnels that the guards that were at that lower entrance, you can hear footsteps. They're running.
Cool. Guess who's running that way?
Hi ho!
You're gonna die. Actually, how tall is this? And we're in a hallway, right?
Yep. So each square, so it's about 25 feet wide hallway. The ceiling goes up about 15, almost 20 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So my question is, what is the ceiling made of?
Rock.
Rock, huh?
Yeah.
And how stable is this rock? How hard do I need to hit the damn ceiling? Because I have the cloak that allows me to climb on walls and ceilings.
Are you like considering trying to cause a cave in?
Yes.
For one person, there might be enough. If you hit it hard enough a couple of times, you might be able to get it to drop, or any other type of
Give
large
me a number for
thunder
damage.
or force. Huh?
Give me a number for
Oh.
damage.
So
What
you
number
want
do I need to hit damage wise?
you want a large force or sound that could make it?
Let me see if
could
this
use a
gives me
combo
the
here, CC.
stats of the.
The reason why is because I have shatter, which is a sudden loud noise.
Because I would like to cause a cave in right about here if I could.
Okay, so these aren't really cut. These are lava tubes. Range from 15 to 20 feet in diameter, large enough for Dracoliches and dragons to move through 3. So it's a bit taller than 20-some feet. Loud noises such as thunderwave spell or firearms can be heard more than 200 feet away.
Well, that is
And the ceiling, we're looking at approximately 50 damage in one spot to cause a cave-in.
50, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, let me think.
And where is it that you were wanting to try to drop the
I
ceiling?
mean, I've already got one blood point in. I just need to either take damage or hit something. Could damage myself on the wall if I wanted to. Right about
Oh, you
here.
just did damage. The
Right
wall.
Okay.
before the fork, so it doesn't cause any damage to that.
Okay.
you want me to
But if
shoot
that
it
were the
through?
case, I would want to add another blood point in.
Which you would have the ability to.
I mean, you always have the option of telling Cece, punch me as I run past you.
Oh yeah, no, definitely being like, hey, fucking hit me.
I
Pistol
want
whip.
you to almost kill me.
CC, do you oblige?
I do with a pistol whip on the side.
Give me an unarmed strike.
Arm strike.
And because they're willing, I'd say roll it with advantage.
Well, I'm not even gonna try to
You're not even gonna
fight
resist
against
it?
this, so
Alright.
my AC is gonna be basically 0.
Okay, then roll the damage.
5.
5?
Okay,
Alright.
that's fine. Well, I'm raging, so it's a 2.
Yeah, it's a 2.
I could have went Thunder Gauntlets on you.
Cool, so yeah, I'm gonna get as close as I can. I'm gonna be on the ceiling. I'm fucking sprint up that shit. Yep, and now I'm basically hanging upside down, but I would like to be about here.
Alright, so with your ungodly move speed.
It's gonna be nuts.
You see Alyssa go up to the ceiling and trying to hit it.
Mhm.
That'll hit. Ceiling's got a whopping AC of 10. Which I think just your plus is more than enough.
Are you shitting me?
A lot of ones rolled in that one.
Uh-huh.
1, 2, 1, 9.
It's fucking dumb.
Yeah.
I don't even have to roll to hit. If you said the AC is
AC
10,
is
I have
10.
a plus 14. I
Yep,
don't even
that's
have
why I
to
said
roll
I
to
think
hit.
just your pluses is gonna automatically hit it.
So far, that is 13. Wait, did I do my first roll wrong? No, I didn't.
No, just really
So
low.
26 plus
15 plus
18
18.
is 30.
That is 59 points of damage.
Thank you.
You're
Well, 2
welcome.
hits will do it, I guess.
And because you're on the
Maybe.
ceiling, give me a quick deck save.
Okay.
Because you are standing on what is now for you floor as it suddenly crumbles.
17.
Cool. You kind of backstep as a bunch of dirt just kind of.
Dirt and rock. I want to make it really hard for them to try and get through there. Because my priority now is get these people out.
Yep. Wall. Try. I
We
said
couldn't
troll.
save the prisoners when we fought Chuth. I'm gonna save these motherfuckers.
Wasn't it the time we were fighting Truth you almost killed one?
No.
Okay, I was like, was it either one of us or one of them?
No, we were fighting Truth, and then Truth sacrificed all of them before we could get them out.
Hmm.
True.
All right. So yeah, you cause a cave in. This rumble. I'd say Tibbers, you're still close enough. You feel the sudden shake in the ground. Everyone else that doesn't have a direct line on Alyssa and CC doing this little cave-in project. You also hear this large rumbling as rocks and stone crumble. Even the sound of like what sounds to be glass shattering as like the parts of the wall, because these are lava tubes, the obsidian kind of crumbles and shatters.
Oh shit.
Making quite a mess over here. But it buys you time. And for the moment, you guys are... Your group is out of initiative, out of combat. Mir, roll me a investigation check. Because you are actively looking.
Yes.
Why that wasn't showing. Okay. Patient check 29.
Mm-hmm. If it's in here, I will find it.
You find some potion of poison, a couple of wands, some more potions, some solvents. You find a ring.
So you said I find a potion of poison?
At least one of the ones that you can immediately identify, yes. There's like racks of poisons. There's a whole bunch of different like armor pieces. A couple of wands.
Okay. Yeah.
Bunch of scrolls.
Okay. Well, if it looks useful, I'm going to grab it regardless. But I'm guessing there's nothing off the top that really stands out.
Because you're more or less trying to find a like weapon.
Yeah.
With that, you do find a necklace.
Okay.
You want to roll me a 1d6?
I can do that. I don't know whether there's a +1 to it, but it was a 6 on the die.
This necklace has 9 beads on it.
Ooh.
Otherwise, what you... Otherwise, you find the only other thing that might be useful is that you find a very small wooden box. When you pop it open, has just kind of surrounded by cloth, a 2-foot diameter black sphere. But here's the question. Can you identify these things?
No. Well, okay. I don't have identify.
Okay.
But would any amount of historical knowledge or religious knowledge be able to give me insight into what they are?
Not really, but for the next maybe 15 minutes, you're still mentally connected.
That was my next thing. So
you could potentially,
if my character's knowledge couldn't figure it out in a jiffy, he's gonna announce, "Hey, I have images of items incoming. Can you let me know what they are?" And he's gonna concentrate on one item in specific at a time to let the group see it, get a response before going to the next item.
So which weapon, what item do you describe?
I'm I am going to start off with the necklace with 9 beads.
You start in detail describing this necklace. And there are several of you that know exactly what it is. You've seen it used before. Anyone want to guess? Or should I just say it?
What kind of necklace?
Who used it?
Member of the party that's no longer with us. Certain
I didn't
pale
watch it.
tiefling.
Are there a bunch of beads on that necklace?
9 beads in specific. I think I know what it is. The
Oh,
character- the player.
motherfucker. Oh, motherfucker.
It
You
was
better
revealed.
hide it.
Yes.
Do you know what you have?
A necklace of fireballs.
Yes,
with
you
no-
do. Which
Dean
is
used all
fully
of them and made a
loaded.
glass crater.
Uh-huh.
Oh, thank God.
You can
Okay.
either pluck one and throw one individually, or you could throw the whole fucking thing to set off 9 level 3 fireballs in a single spot.
Oh, I already know what I'm doing. But then the next item
Ooh.
will be
This one's gonna be
black orb.
harder. The black orb is described. I need a Arcana check from those that can.
And I will say,
Wait,
I'm not,
those
I've
that
seen the
can, does that
orb.
mean that we wait, what?
Amir is describing this stuff over the mental link while we're doing shit.
Jesus,
so-
Nyla.
I got a dirty 20.
Hold on, what did I miss?
Nyla got a 32 on the
Nyla rolled a fucking 32 on her Arcana check.
To even know what this is.
The bard outdid the cleric.
To even know what this is requires a DC 25.
I rolled the lowest out of the 4 of us.
Breathe,
CC
Karma.
got 25.
Jesus.
Nyla, CC, you have heard of this item in your in your lores, but have never seen it in person. You believe that this is what they call the Sphere of Annihilation.
Oh, wow.
Oh. Guys, it's a sphere of annihilation. I haven't seen what it looks like, but it's supposed to be destructive.
Oh, you rolled Arcana. Let the DM tell you.
2 foot diameter black sphere is a hole into the multiverse, hovering in space and stabilized by a magical field surrounding it. The sphere obliterates all matter it passes through, and all matter that passes through it. Artifacts are the exception. Unless an artifact is susceptible to damage from a sphere of annihilation, it passes through the sphere unscathed. Anything else that touches the sphere but isn't wholly engulfed is obliterated and takes 40-10 force damage. Just to utilize, you have to make several Arcana checks and a DC check or a Dex save, and then roll a D100 to determine what happens after the sphere deals damage. And based on the D100, you could have results as the sphere is destroyed, the sphere moves through portal into extra dimensional space, or a spatial rift, and everything within 180 feet of the sphere takes. Oh wait, no, hold on. A spatial rift sends each creature and object within 180 feet of the sphere, including the sphere, to a random plane of existence.
Okay. Okay.
That's
I
the
have
oh
options.
shit attack.
Yes.
Yeah.
But to take out, yeah. So you have a couple of things that you have found at this time. You can continue looking.
Well, the next thing that I would ask about is the wands.
You could just grab stuff and we figure it out later.
Yeah.
We're technically supposed to be going fast here.
Yeah.
A couple items
like,
make
what do I
sense.
need?
That's why I said his just kind of like here you find potions and things, a couple of wands, a couple of things you could quickly identify because
Yeah.
fireball
Well,
orb.
Well, if the wands are going to take a little too much time, then it's just everything else goes into the bags of holding, and then I just go
I'd say just
right back.
Okay.
grab shit.
Yep. Alrighty then.
So you can maintain your. You're just kind of grabbing all that and moving back towards the Drakhorn.
Yeah. So I've
Okay.
grabbing everything, filling up my my bags of holding. I take the 2 items, put them easy to reach spots for me, but very well hidden. So that way, if I need to pull an ace out of my sleeve, I can do it.
If you can, make sure you write down the items
God damn it.
Mm-hmm.
just so we know which ones you've grabbed for next time. But this is probably a good place to stop. We'll pick up with Tibbers going more diggy diggy. You guys working on getting the prisoners out and going from there. So, good time to end.
Good
We'll say
night.
good night to Kicking YouTube. Got a bit of a late start, ended just a tiny bit late, but that's okay. Just trying to finish
Night,
up the
Kicking YouTube.
good spot. We'll go from there. Until then, see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Wee.